English learners, welcome back to English Every Day, your cozy place to learn simple English through real-life conversations, useful vocabulary, and gentle motivation. I'm Lily.
And I'm Ryan.
Ryan, can I ask you something?
Of course, although your questions always seem to catch me off guard.
Good, that's the plan. Here's today's question. Does it bother you when you don't have an answer to something?
Honestly, yes, a lot.
Really? Tell me more.
If someone asks me a question and I don't know the answer, I feel this small pressure, like I should know.
Even if it's something impossible to know?
Even then, it's strange.
I think that's more common than people admit.
So what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about the freedom of not knowing everything. Why uncertainty isn't something to fear, but something that can actually set us free.
That sounds like the opposite of how most people feel about uncertainty.
It might be. And if you've ever felt anxious about not having a plan or not knowing what's next, this episode is for you.
And don't worry, this is a B1, B2 level episode. If you're an intermediate learner, it's perfect for you.
And if you're a strong A1 or A2 learner, don't worry. You don't need every word. Just relax and listen.
Maybe you're studying, relaxing, or getting ready for the day.
Wherever you are, we're glad you're here.
Let's begin.
Ryan, why do you think not knowing feels so uncomfortable?
I think our minds want control. Knowing feels safe. Not knowing feels like standing on unstable ground.
That makes sense. But here's what's interesting. We spend so much energy trying to know everything when really nobody does.
What do you mean?
Even experts, even the most successful people, they're all figuring things out as they go. Nobody has the full map.
Wow, I've never thought about it that way.
It's true. We just assume other people have it all figured out when really everyone is guessing, adjusting, learning.
That's a little comforting, actually.
It should be.
Lily, can I tell you something?
Please.
A few years ago, I left a stable job without knowing exactly what came next.
That sounds terrifying.
It was. For weeks, I felt this constant need to have a plan, a clear next step.
Did you find one?
Eventually, yes, but not right away. And honestly, some of the best opportunities came from that uncertain in-between time.
How so?
Because I wasn't locked into one path. I stayed open. I said yes to things I wouldn't have considered otherwise.
So the not knowing created space.
Exactly. If I had known everything in advance, I probably would have chosen the safe, familiar option.
Isn't that interesting? Uncertainty didn't just create fear, it created possibility. I think that's the perfect place to continue, because not knowing doesn't mean you're lost. Sometimes it means you're still deciding, still discovering.
Like a door that hasn't opened yet, not a door that's closed forever.
That's beautifully put.
Can I ask you something now?
Of course.
Do you ever feel pressure to have your whole life figured out?
All the time, especially when I compare myself to people who seem so certain about their future.
Even though certainty is sometimes just an illusion.
Exactly. People who look certain are often just better at hiding their doubts.
That's such a relieving thought.
It really is. Nobody has it all figured out. They just learn to walk forward anyway.
You know, children ask why about almost everything.
They do, and they're not embarrassed when they don't understand something.
Exactly. Curiosity comes naturally to them because they haven't learned to fear not knowing yet.
Maybe growing up shouldn't mean losing that curiosity.
I couldn't agree more. Somewhere along the way, we start treating I don't know like a weakness.
When really, it might be one of the most honest things a person can say.
Lily, can I ask one more question?
Always.
What would you say to someone who feels anxious about not knowing what's next in their life?
I'd say you don't need the whole map, you just need the next small step.
That's such a simple idea.
But it changes everything. Most people who look confident aren't seeing 10 steps ahead. They're just willing to take the next one.
One step at a time, even in the fog.
Exactly. Clarity often comes after you move, not before.
I think this connects to English learning, too.
How so?
So many learners wait until they feel like they know enough before they start speaking.
But that moment never really comes.
Exactly. If you wait for complete knowledge, you'll wait forever.
The freedom is in speaking anyway, not knowing every word, but trying regardless.
Exactly. Not knowing everything isn't a failure. It's just where learning begins.
I love that. Uncertainty isn't the opposite of progress, it's the beginning of it.
And before we finish, I think it's time for my favorite part.
I knew that was coming.
Let's explore some useful vocabulary.
All right, my friend, let's explore some useful vocabulary.
My favorite part.
I know, you say that every episode.
Because it's true. Ready?
Let's do it.
Our first word is uncertainty.
I think we all feel this one.
We do. Uncertainty means not being sure about something, especially the future.
So, living with uncertainty means accepting that you don't have all the answers yet.
Exactly. Here's an example. She learned to make peace with the uncertainty of her career change.
Our next word is open-minded.
I like this word. It sounds welcoming.
It is. Open-minded means willing to consider new ideas or possibilities without judging them too quickly.
So being open-minded helps you feel comfortable with not knowing what's next.
Exactly. Here's an example. Staying open-minded allowed him to discover a career he never expected to love.
Our third word is humility.
That's a beautiful, quiet word.
It is. Humility means recognizing you don't know everything without feeling ashamed of it.
So saying, I don't know, can actually be an act of humility.
Exactly. Here's an example. Her humility made her a better listener, always ready to learn something new.
Our fourth word is exploration.
I know this word, but I like how it fits here.
Exploration means the act of discovering or trying new things, often without a fixed outcome.
So life without a fixed plan can be seen as an exploration, not a failure.
Exactly. Here's an example. She treated her 20s as a period of exploration rather than a race to have everything figured out.
And our final word today, my favorite, is liberating.
Ooh, that sounds powerful.
It is. Liberating means giving a feeling of freedom, often by releasing something that was holding you back.
So, letting go of the need to know everything can actually feel liberating.
Exactly. Here's an example. Accepting that she didn't need all the answers felt strangely liberating.
Let's do a quick review.
Uncertainty, not being sure about something.
Open-minded, willing to consider new possibilities.
Humility, recognizing you don't know everything.
Exploration, discovering things without a fixed outcome.
And finally, liberating, giving a feeling of freedom.
Wonderful words for talking about growth and uncertainty.
I think liberating is definitely my favorite today.
I thought you'd choose humility.
I have lots of favorites.
Before we finish, remember this. You don't need to know everything to move forward.
You just need the courage to take the next small step, even without the full picture.
Not knowing isn't a weakness. Sometimes it's simply where freedom begins.
So the next time uncertainty feels heavy, remind yourself, you don't need the whole map, just the next step.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Ryan.
And you've been listening to English Everyday Podcast.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us.
Keep learning, keep growing, and let go of the need to have it all figured out.
And remember, your English goal
And your life goal.
are both closer than you think.
We'll see you in the next episode.